Okay. Hey everyone, it's March. We're here together to connect and collaborate and make sure we're all on the same page with things that are going on. So let's just let Laura Whipperman talk about the products of the month right away. That's something new going on. That's kind of fun.
It is super new and different. And I was like really pleasantly surprised to see that it wasn't a bottle of oil this month. Instead, it's the doTERRA fiber free sample packs. And I think from the picture, you get 3 of them. But I don't know that for sure. That's just what the picture looks like, that you get three free samples of doTERRA fiber with a 125 PV LRP order. So, does anyone know how much fiber an average adult should consume in a day? You might be astounded that it is actually 25 to 38 grams, but most of us don't even get half of that amount in our daily diet. So, doTERRA fiber is just a really great way to get more fiber in your diet. It's really easy to consume. You just put a scoop in 10 ounces of water. It has a really delicious taste. I love that it's lemon essential oil and apple in there. And there's 6 grams of both soluble and insoluble fiber in there. So it's super easy to consume. And also, it's really great because it's from whole food sources with no added sugar. And you get 200 milligrams of vitamin C in your fiber with the doTERRA packet. So it also contains some really amazing whole food prebiotics, which they can avoid that pre-digestion in the stomach and then feed your gut flora in the intestines like it's supposed to happen. And that's just really a great way to promote and encourage that flora growth in your intestines, because that's where 70% of your health is, right? So it looks like I said, that you get 3 of those samples in a 125 PV LRP order. So if you leaders haven't tried the fiber yet, here's your chance. And if you do use it regularly, well, now you're going to have a few on the go packets to travel with. So I'm super excited about that. And you're going to want to let your customers know that they should aim for 125 PV this month so they can try the fiber for free if they haven't already used it. And maybe you could incentivize your customers by using your fiber samples somehow, provide some kind of little gift or promo incentive. Lots of possibilities with the fiber this month.
Wow. Laura, do you happen to know how much fiber, like, is it just 1 serving per packet? I'm having a hard time finding that information.
I'm assuming that. I can't find that information either, but it looks like there's 3 of them, and it looks like it is about the size of maybe the On Guard wipes,
Okay.
that we were getting. And so to me it looks like it would be 1 serving.
I thought they were going to be like this size, which is like the On Guard chewables, but this would be very like, I'm probably really wrong.
I'd be super, super excited if that were the case, but I really don't know for sure.
Starting rumors here.
Well, one of us is going to find out soon, hopefully,
Yes. Yes.
Melissa, how about 10% off?
So 10% off ginger, 15 milliliters. So this is reduced to 43.20, which means 43.2 PV. So 15 milliliters of goodness. So when I think of ginger, I think of digestive process, but also you should be thinking of pain reduction. Another thing would be vertigo. And sometimes people think it's kind of a funky smell. It's a different smell, right? So I got out my reflexology book and I wanted to remind you where in the bottoms of your feet, I can't put my foot up here. So we're going to pretend this is my foot. This is my baby toe. Okay. Right here is where you would want to put it on your feet for your ears. So if you're not a fan of the smell and you're having maybe some spins or vertigo problems, why not try doing that? Heck, you could make a roller bottle and do it that way. Extra points for someone who can tell me where ginger is sourced from, what country. I didn't know this.
It's Brazil. No.
Nope. Eh.
Madagascar. No, that's not Madagascar. I know that.
It is Madagascar. So you get a half a point, Baumets. So it is sourced in Madagascar, and it's like it's steam expressed from the rhizome. I actually have a piece of ginger rhizome because I used it this week, part of it in a marinade I made. Could I have used my ginger? Absolutely. I probably could have used both. That would be a great solution. But that is where it comes from. And actually, I also wanted to tell you that emotionally, it's the oil of empowerment. And I wanted to just read a little bit about that to you. The oil has a purpose. It powerfully persuades individuals to be fully present and participate in life. Talks about being wholly committed to something. But this is interesting. It addresses deep patterns of victim mentality, which is experienced by feelings of powerlessness, believing that everything is outside of one's control, refusing to take responsibility, or blaming life circumstances on other people or outside influences. I thought that was really interesting. Victims feel stuck as they decentralize or disown responsibility, and they blame other people for their misfortunes. So the negative emotions it helps with are victim mentality, powerless, unwilling to take responsibility, defeated, not present, stuck, and blaming others. But the positive properties it helps you move toward: empowered, committed, capable, purposeful, and accountable. You can inhale it. You can use it directly on the skin. I would dilute, and it blends well with these warm oils of cinnamon and cassia, which of course you would want to dilute, right? But the citrus oils that it blends well with are wild orange and actually ylang ylang, which is a floral. If you want to find out more information, you can Google doTERRA Pip. You can also look at doTERRA, do you say Canto or Canto, whatever you say, has some really neat graphics. If you want to make a project broadcast blast for your people, great information there. Also, you could look at the doTERRA Science blog. You could look at doTERRA Sourcing. doTERRA has a lot of information on ginger, and I think you would find it very interesting. So 10% off this month.
Thank you, Melissa. That one's also in my hand warming blend that I've been using. Hopefully as it warms up, we won't need that much longer. Okay, couple other things to make sure you guys are aware of. Malama collection is back. I don't know if you missed that, but that's the nurturing blend, and it's an LTO. It's a 15 mil, a moisturizing bath bar, a hand cream. Wholesale, it's 55. So it's just the collection. Like, you can't get those items individually, right?
Does it come in any kind of a pretty container, or is it just those three things?
Well, I feel like it might be. I feel like if you looked on the site, it would show like if anyone's ordered it. You know what I mean? So that's something I wanted to bring to your attention. Also, that they're working hard to right the shipping issues, and I think it's just taking some time. But I felt like my last order. So to be totally honest, I am very used to things taking forever to get here. Like Amazon Prime, like there is no drone that comes to the Northwoods. So I am not a good judge of what's been going on in the world of shipping when it comes to doTERRA because, oh, hello. I do have to say that I feel like my last order came faster than it has been coming. And I did notice that. I'm not like tracking it. So they're working hard to figure that out and make it right. And like, if you look, there's a link that you can submit your feedback to if it's still not right for you, right? There's all those like loops to take it back to where it needs to go. Who saw about the pricing stuff? Who raise your hand if you saw about that? Okay, so I did not add this over into our team app. I probably should. So bottom line is price and PV changes have gone into effect starting today, March 1st. And again, this is just, about like the cost of everything has gone up. Like, name one thing in your life that the cost hasn't gone up for, and the same is true of doTERRA. I think that's the bottom line. So overall, you will see, this is what doTERRA said: an average increase of 5.8% to our wholesale selling price, and an average increase of 5.1% to PV. So that makes, like, an example would be your average LRP cart increases by $5.40 and 4.4 PV. What other things do I want to make sure you know? Like, all of their stuff is going to reflect these changes. People who had LRP set to run were receiving an email letting them know that things had been adjusted in their cart. So I appreciate that.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah, you say something.
I just, there's been a lot of chatter in the groups that I'm in about the shipping, about the price increase. I just want to say that people are going to be who they are, I think, and how they respond. And I choose to be more along the lines of everything's going up. The PV is going to increase as well. They're trying to fix the shipping. You can't be one of the #1 direct market sales companies and have everything go smoothly all the time. They're trying things, like we try things. We try campaigns. We try things with our customers. Some things go well, some things don't. So I feel like it's incumbent upon us as leaders to reveal ourselves to others as leaders and be understanding and listen well. And acknowledge that some people have issues with that, but try to take the high road on that. I recently had somebody say they didn't want to be on our product calls anymore because they are in a tight spot financially. And I responded that I totally understand that there's so much grace for that, but I hope you won't leave our community, because our community is just a great group of people and we're always learning and evolving and growing, and we really, really want to include you. So she stayed. So I just think it takes some extra sensitivity right now.
They listed 3 main items that are impacted the most. So I don't know what a cart within a cart item. Can somebody?
So that would be like an add-on. It would be like your LLV add-ons or your MetaPower add-ons.
So those are going up. So these are the items that are affected the most because there isn't a huge PV increase compared to the price. So like your add-ons are going up by $2.50, no PV change. Lifelong Vitality is going up by $4.50 with a 2 PV change. And our powders are increasing by $3.50 with 0 PV change. So I'll put that into the team app, but I think it's important to be prepared and understand what's coming down the pipeline. If you have questions, you know, let us know. Empowered Success Call this month is March 6th. It's going to be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. They're going over the new build guide and they're calling it the Perfected Business Conversation. I really think is interesting to know who's sharing. Laura Jacobs is really who's going to be sharing, and some from Justin Harrison too. So the point is to discuss the exciting launch of the new build guide and to offer pointers for perfecting your business opportunity conversation. So I'm going to put the link to register for that in the chat box. The enrollment promo has continued. So if somebody enrolled in February, well, wait, it's still going on, right? If you had somebody enrolled in February with 100 PV, and if they place a loyalty order in March, the 100 PV in April, they're going to get 100 rewards points, 100, 100, 100. So do it with your enrollment, do it with your LRP, get them in rewards points. The customize a kit option is still going. They're not taking that away. They did share with us what their Q2 focus is going to be, which I thought was helpful. And the phrase is edit life intentionally. And so that's focusing on like the next level of the wellness pyramid to reduce toxicity, which I think is really important. So they're going to give us the classes, resources, and all those other materials in the digital marketing kit starting March 6th. So you can use those assets. You know, we can take advantage of all of that. And the official campaign launches to customers on April 1st. So they'll be, you know, doing all sorts of things on social media and all over. So April is month 1, it's edit your space. May, month 2 is edit your routines, topical. And month 3, June, is edit your routines, internal. So I like the way they're looking at that and the way they've kind of divided that up. Melissa, can you just tell them, because I know you'll know the answer to this, what is our March product call, monthly call about?
Oh, oils on the go.
Yes. And guys, I'm so pleased with myself for what I came up with. Okay. Not really, but I actually kind of am. So, the categories, I just put the sign up sheet in the chat box, but oh, my internet is just ridiculous. It's like, it's worth sharing because I'm really proud of it. And you're going to see it anyway. Okay. Oils on the go, young mom edition. Oils on the go. Oh, this sounds really funny. Teenage mom. Supposed to be like mom of teenagers, but we're just gonna have to work with it. I'm gonna have to flip that around. Okay, older kids. Okay, how about oils on the go, grandma edition? Okay, oils on the go, vacation style, and then oils on the go for the guys. So those are ideas. You can add in different things, you know, but I feel like I bring oils on the go differently. I don't have kids who are having like hormonal meltdowns or like cramps. Like that's not a part of the framework of our life. But if you were a teenage mom, a mom of teenagers, you would maybe be packing your Clary Calm. So, and Lord help us, those grandmas are packing their peppermint and their beadlets and their phytoestrogen to help with hot flashes. So see what I mean? It's all different across the board. So I'm really excited about the way I divvied that up clearly. And please sign up. That is March 20th at 8 p.m. They put out a new MetaPower video that is quite impressive. And again, any resource they put out, I just am super grateful for because I still think it's hard to summarize it concisely. And there's like, what is your elevator speech for MetaPower? It's long, and I'm not sure I have it down yet. So that video is really helpful. Leadership is coming up this month, and Melissa and I, my mom and I, will be attending virtually. And I'm sure announcements will be coming from that. We'll let you know things that we learn. Other miscellaneous things coming down the pipeline. Thank you for sharing in Fierce Oilers. Please continue to do so. Thanks for not being annoyed when I'm like, I love what you shared, put it in Fierce Oilers, because it's so helpful to our community. People just eat it up and they love hearing it. So continuing education is underway, this series in this winter, springtime. Thank you for your help with that. I appreciate that. And then it's Miranda's birthday today. Whoop, whoop, happy birthday, Miranda. So she gave me some questions ahead of time that we can just, I think, oh, Melissa has more to say. Go, Melissa.
You forgot spring tour, right?
Bless your soul. Melissa, take it away.
So, you know, after convention and after leadership, there's always like the tour where there are events across the country, and doTERRA's been really working on how they do these and trying to come up with like viable, affordable ways to do it. So this time it's totally different. Spring tour is leader led. So there will be like nobody coming from corporate. So I think what they're envisioning is events from like Laura Whipperman having everybody to her place, or Jamie's Java, or what, you know, like, and then we let doTERRA know our date, where we're going to have it, what we're going to do, and whether or not we're going to partner with other crossline organizations or other upline leaders or whatever. And then they, I think, will tell us, I think, what they'll send us, or, you know, like a care package, right, to support us in this. So those are going to be April through June, and the focus is going to be on enrollment and reactivation. So I think that more information will be forthcoming. They just kind of rolled that out right now with leadership being this month, but I personally always like to, you know me, high in relationship. I like to partner with other leaders. I love doing that. So I kind of like to see what's going on with like Brianna Hess and Appleton. Is she going to be doing anything? Or maybe what Heather Patnaud's doing down in Zion, Illinois? Or I just kind of like want to know, is somebody that we're connected to over in the Twin Cities going to have something? You know, Betty's team always does something really cool over in the Twin Cities, and they've always been great about including us. Amy, do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think you're right. To be able to see what some of those things, yeah, you're group project, Melissa over there, is probably good to, so Melissa's for sure gonna put out feelers, she probably already has, to all 800 of her closest friends in the doTERRA world. And corporate's not coming out to these events, but they will for Melissa, you watch. So stay tuned on what will be going on with that. And Allie, I feel like
Yeah.
things will be happening for you out in, if I hear of anything or think of anything out in your area. But I think it was significant that there was a spring tour, based on the fact that there was a spring tour so close to you, or fall tour, that event, that means that there's an established team. That means that there's like a leader, somebody there who has a presence, in my opinion. And it was just kind of figuring out who that is.
I just want to say with my ginger root that I really appreciate that, like so many of us in life, doTERRA is trying to pivot. That word's overused horribly, but they're trying to really be relevant to their customers and work in a way that is cohesive. And so I just think it's my job to roll with this and to say, if you have an idea for doing a spring tour event, or if you have an idea for promoting what Amy just shared about, like what is it called for April, May, and June, Amy, with the edit?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have like some kind of thing you want to roll out to people, or if you need help getting samples out, please ask me. I'm here to do that. And I love doing that. If you have a leader that you think would benefit from just a little note in the mail for me, maybe a special roller bottle, please let me know. I would love to just do that for you and for your people.
Okay, so our questions from Miranda to ponder, and I'll put them in the chat box. I'm just kind of going to read through them. I don't know. I can't really do it justice, or I can't do like the Miranda thing, but I can give you the questions. Okay. Okay. So the first question is, questions to ponder for March. How would I approach my day if I believed that I was fully loved? So that's question one. How would I approach my day if I believed I was fully loved? And her point to follow that was, I challenge you to start your day out taking a few deep breaths, just like surrounded by the truth that you are fully loved. The other question she had is, what do I need to surrender or release? What am I holding on to too tightly? And last is, what or who, if that's more appropriate, do I need to accept? And again, she always says, if these questions hit, great. If it's not, that's okay too. But just things for you to just look like a little bit deeper into what's going on and how you're feeling about not just doTERRA things, but life, right? Like this is life. We're not just like separated beings that only do one thing. We've got a lot going on. So those are there for you. Thank you, Miranda, for those. And happy birthday. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the project broadcast bundle code, Google Doc. All of this will go up in the team app, all these links to sign up sheets and stuff. And I don't have a lot of bundle codes ready, so I'll work on those tonight and kind of get that out. But I'm not necessarily going to stay on super late. We just had a blow up with Whitney, so I'm going to be working on, I know, for the love. So I'm working on resolving that on the back end. But anyway, does anyone else have questions or something they wanted to share or ask? I feel like Allie's trying to unmute, but maybe not. Yes. Okay, hold on. Ask to unmute. Do you see it now?
Oh,
There.
hi.
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 Sorry, I'm like trying to feed Atlas at the same time. I just don't know what Project Broadcast is. Like, I feel like I'm missing a huge piece or something.
It's just the texting service that we use. So like for those of us who have multiple people that we're trying, either our current customers, like here's the promo or here's a tip, it goes out, like I can schedule it ahead of time. I've got the business number. So that's what project, it's just that service that we use. So some of us use that, or to like potential customers, like, hey, if you want my tips and to stay in the know, it's a good way to communicate with them that way. So hi, Atlas. Hi.
Fish.
Fish. That looks like a weapon.
I know. Sometimes it can be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But okay. So, hi, hi. Hi. Aw.
hmm.
His tail. We just got hammered with snow, actually.
Oh, we're getting it here too. It's snowing everywhere, I guess.
Yeah.
Quite rain. So, okay. Well, that's all I had.
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it was good to see you guys.
Yeah,
Good to see you, Atlas.
Yes. Okay. We'll see you later.
Okay,
Okay.
bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Atlas.